Welcome back. We are putting a spotlight on New York City and Arlington, Virginia. The city is experiencing a surge in their real estate and job markets following Amazon's decision to split its second headquarters evenly between the two cities. Amazon promising to invest $2.5 billion in each location and create 50,000 new jobs across two headquarters. Joining us right now to talk more about that is Peebles Corporation founder, chairman, and CEO Don Peebles. And we love having you on, Don. You want to get your take on the real estate impact of this decision by Amazon. What do you think? Well, first of all, I think we ought to be mindful that New York City spent $2 billion to get 25,000 jobs, and Virginia spent $500 million to get 25,000 jobs, and Nashville spent only $100 million to get 5,000 jobs. So we had to pay 4 times as much to induce them to come to New York City in the first place. But I think they'll stimulate economic development and housing development, probably between 5,000 and 7,000 units on Long Island City, which would be a big boon because 25% of them will be affordable. But it won't be easy because you already have the city council member for the district complaining about the fact that he wasn't consulted and that Amazon's not going through the normal land use process. It would take him probably 5 years to get anything built. So do you think it was too much of an allure to get them here? Did these locales spend too much money to attract Amazon? No, Virginia got a great value, and Nashville got a great value. New York City and New York State had to do it. So I credit Governor Cuomo for doing a good job, doing what it took to get them here. I mean, they had to be here. Yeah. And I think it says a lot about, America's most important city to have Amazon here. Yeah. And so it's just indicative. I give you those numbers because it's indicative of what these failed policies have done to make New York City so uncompetitive when it comes to attracting business, when it has the best intellectual capital in the country. That's a great point, James. All right, well, Don, as you know, I still haven't forgiven you for your decision not to run for mayor of New York. Me too. I'd like to believe you would have cut a better deal here, but you're saying New York has no choice? It's that horrible that if you want new development, you have to do this $5 billion? Well, I think the cost of living is expensive. Quality of life has diminished, and the tax burden is so significant. And the only way this deal would have gotten done is Andrew Cuomo doing it, because what the governor is doing is he's creating a general plan so that Amazon won't have to go through all the community group meetings and all the meetings necessary in the hearings to get their land use approved. Why not just cut the rates for everybody instead of doling out favors to billionaires? Yeah, it's a great point, especially since everybody just lost the SALT deduction. When are taxes going to come down? I mean, the challenge is that there's got to be a priority about quality of life. And right now, there's not one. And the city's really on automatic pilot that's, got some glitches in it. So it's really run haphazardly. So I think that the city, there's no need for the city to pay, for residents to pay as much in taxes and get these poor services. But I agree with you. Look, Amazon says something about coming here to New York. It says something about New York that we're still competitive. We're still the capital technology, wise in terms of, what we bring to, the country. And so I thought it was very important. And I thought it would have been a black eye to the city and, if we didn't get Amazon or a portion of it. Which is why you said this week Amazon's New York City home is opportunity zone for Trump tax break. You say all you have to do is look at the skyline from Manhattan. You can see billions of dollars of private investment there already. Long Island City does not strike me as high on the list for needing extensive tax incentives to stimulate economic development. Yeah, but that's not the president's fault, by the way. And look, I'm quick to criticize him on other things. Yeah. It's up to the states and the city to pick these opportunity zones based on census tracts. And that's where the politics goes in. So who do you think lobbies these politicians? Developers. What's your sense of real estate right now, Don? Walk us through what's going on in New York today. Well, in New York, I think that the top end of the residential market is in terrible shape. I mean, the high-end luxury condo market is soft. Volume is down significantly. There's an oversupply, more coming. And there's some exceptions to the rules, these headline buildings. But even these headline buildings aren't fully selling out. So I think there's a tough market ahead. Plus, the people who bought over the last 5 years who want to move and relocate, most of them are going to have challenges to sell. So that's going to slow the market down. Is that indicative of the country? No. Nashville's on fire. Florida's gotten a second wind thanks to the no state income tax, as the same thing in Tennessee. And places like Charlotte,
Raleigh-Durham, other areas that are lower tax, Virginia. I mean, they're doing very well.
And real quick before you go, your reaction to the midterms and what's going on in Florida right now?
Well, I think
recount.
Well, I think that Bill Nelson is going to lose. He is going to need to call it a day. I think Rick Scott will ultimately win that. I thought that, and I always thought that it was time for a change in the Senate. I would have liked to have seen another Democrat run.
You didn't like Nelson.
I just didn't. I think his time is come and gone. I don't think he's been effective, and so he can't make a compelling case of why he needs to be reelected, and that was his biggest problem. I think, look, Gillum, on the other hand, is running for governor, made an extremely compelling case. If you're a Democrat and you're on the liberal side, I mean, he made a compelling case to be elected. I think that that was a big surprise to me. I'm surprised also that it was even close for Nelson. And I think he's going to be surprised when he thinks all these votes, that 20,000 voters didn't pick a choice, in Broward County didn't pick a Senate candidate. That isn't a mistake. They just said, okay, we can't vote for Rick Scott, and we're definitely not voting for you.
There you go. Don Peebles, great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Don Peebles joining us there.